Hello. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good, sir. How are we doing?
Well, so far so good.
Good. I was seeking to see if you had any comic books. Might have saw on the ad.
I'm
Oh, right there.
at the table there.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll take a look.
Are what they are. That's all I can tell you about them.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
There's any of them there you can live without, is there?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another legendary garage sale find video. If this is your first time viewing my content, please like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. And if you like the video, please leave me a comment down below. So here at this garage sale, very nice guy who I bought various collectibles from in the past, just so happened to have comic books this time. So while talking with him and looking through these books, I realized he likes to trade with other vendors, especially at the local flea market. And one of those vendors just happens to be my comic contact, Donnie, who you might remember I bought those Star Wars reprints, those very nice Swamp Thing books, and that collection of Deadpool from. So there was a feeling of familiarity when I was looking through these books, because it just so happened I already kind of did. That Ultimate Fallout you see on the screen now, I have a picture of me looking at that exact same book back in February. So I didn't find that out until I was editing this video, but as you can see, there's a lot of modern and 90s DC and some independents in here. So I only picked up that Ultimate Fallout issue 3 and 3 other books at this sale. But I did have a nice time looking through the books. But we're going to go ahead and move on to show you what I picked up at this sale and a few of the other great finds from this past 2 weeks. Okay, everybody, so here's everything else I picked up at 4 sales in total. Now, the other 3 books I picked up from that sale you just saw me at. We have Deathstroke 39, variant cover. I decided to pick this cover up because I liked it. Batman Kings of Fear 4 and Avenging Spider-Man. I thought they were pretty good books for $1, so I decided to pick these on up along with that Ultimate Fallout 3. Now at the next sale, which was a majority of media, including VHS, DVD, Blu-rays, and PC games, I picked up for I think about $1 a piece. Might have been 50 cents, if I remember correctly. The Star Wars original trilogy. I believe this is a special edition, that's why it's in the gold box. Now, one of the covers of the movies is a little beat up. Well, other than that, it's in pretty good shape. And I'm hoping a collector might want this. We have EverQuest 2. All the discs are in there, along with all the manuals. So I'm going to put that online soon. Now, I'm not too sure all this is in here. The box is pretty beat up. It's Final Fantasy 11 online. So I'm going to put that online with all the content spread out in the pictures to see if it might spark the interest in a collector. Next, on the DVDs, I found a Jackie Chan movie I've never seen before, Heart of Dragon. So I picked that one up. There was only a handful of video games at this sale. Most of them are already owned for the PlayStation or Xbox. So I decided to pick up the only Wii game that I found, Toy Story 3. Now, among the VHS, I found this quite interesting title I hadn't seen in a very long time. Disney's Tim Burton's Frankenweenie. I hadn't seen this movie in quite a long time, so given that it's a Halloween season, I might put this one online once I test it. And last at this sale, I found this very interesting clamshell of the Dark Crystal. I haven't quite seen this art before, so I decided to pick it up considering the VHS was really cheap. Here's a stack of books that I picked up from that comic deal where I had a lot of mishaps. Before I go into which books I picked up, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on the deal. Okay, everybody, so before I go over that stack of books right there, I want to give you a little bit of the background behind this deal. I saw an ad on the marketplace for what I thought might have been a garage sale or estate sale with Bronze Age books. So I messaged the guy, and he stated that he was going to be open until 5. So I made it there around 3 in the afternoon, and I realized, oh, this is a small little flea market actually in the middle of nowhere. And the really nice guy had a booth of maybe upwards at least 12 long boxes. And they had various modern books all the way back to Bronze Age, and might have been a few silver ones in there. I can't quite remember. But they average anywhere from like $2 up to about $20. So I quickly got a stack, and I knew my number was getting up there because I had probably about 40 to 50 books total. So we agreed early that we were going to do a bulk deal, and there were a few books that I wanted that were I felt a little bit uncomfortable purchasing. They had $15 marked on them, and I think that might have been my major distraction for when we started adding up the books I did want. We got a number that was a little bit too high, but it came down with the bulk deal just a bit. So I did end up putting two books back that I was thinking about, but I did not check our math because I did try to keep up with counting with the guy when we were adding it up. My big mistake is I didn't double check his math, which is really bad. Always, I think always when you have a not say big number, but a certain amount of different priced items, double if not triple check. So I ended up paying a little bit more than I should have on this stack of books, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I ended up paying per book after I've gone over them. You can let me know what you think I got a good deal or if I just completely overpaid on them. So let's take a look. Okay, everybody, so here are the books I had in that comic book deal misstep. So here we start out with Aliens Aftermath, issue 1, a variant edition, GameStop exclusive. Amazing Spider-Man 583, third printing variant. Now I really like these little holographic covers I found. I found a few of them. So here we got a Spider-Man, another one, and here's an interesting one, a Daredevil Uncanny X-Men matchup. Don't know if this effect will come out on camera, but I think it's really neat. A Luke Cage. Here we have the Real Ghostbusters issue 1, the Slimer 3D is still in the bag. I thought this was pretty neat. I like this cover of Spider-Man 2099, and is the Marvel Mexico edition, number 1. Red Sonja 2, Web of Spider-Man 29, nice cover with Wolverine. Venom 150, Venom 25, Amazing Spider-Man 54 variant. Now I really like this fighting game. I still play it from time to time. Here we have Killer Instinct number 1, Uncanny X-Men 144, Daredevil 83, a nice book, but unfortunately damaged here in the corner. Daredevil 171, using Spider-Man 55 variant, Uncanny X-Men 149, really nice cover, pretty good shape. 152, a few ticks along the side, but pretty good. 154, 155, and 156, and 159. We got the double-sized issue of 166. Now I really like this matchup, Spider-Man Deadpool issue 1. I picked it up because I like both characters. Now we got an older Conan here. I like picking this up for my Conan run I'm putting together for my dad, who was really big into Conan and Tarzan. Here we have number 25. Now this Daredevil 126 has some issue right here along the edge, you can see, and increasing along the bottom right. I think this is the first appearance of this particular tornado, or sorry, torpedo. Here we have Daredevil 31. Got a lot of issue down here, but it's still a pretty nice book. Now there were a lot of Amazing Spider-Man I didn't have in my run, so I decided to pick them up. Here we have 176. 180, 245, 249, 250, 254, 255, 260, very nice cover, and a nice cover at 261. Now, surprisingly, this is one of the books that I couldn't pick up during that last deal with the Black Panther issue 1. That book and this book, the owner decided to keep because it's Ninja Turtles, and it was his earliest comic book he could remember. So he decided to keep it. So I was a little surprised that I was able to have a chance to pick it up one more time. So here we have Return of the Shredder. In all right shape. Got some few creases along the binding there. And now there were several books with signatures at the sale which had certificates. Unfortunately, this one did not have a certificate, but does have what I believe might be, I don't know if I'm saying his name correct, Bob Wyzak's signature on the bottom right there. When I looked it up, the signature was pretty close to other signatures from that artist. So I decided to pick this nice 157 up. Really nice classic cover, and I decided to take a chance on it. I paid a little bit more on this book than I did all the other ones, but I was really happy with this find. So there you have it, guys. Now I can let you know, with the miscalculation on my part, his part, I ended up paying just a little over $7 per each book. So in the comments, you can let me know what you think of that particular deal. I don't purposely think he intentionally tried to get those few extra dollars out of me. It was just a miscalculation that neither he nor I double checked. But I'm still happy with the books I picked up. Really nice runs for series that I look for: Uncanny X-Men, Daredevil, Conan, and Amazing Spider-Man. So let me know what y'all think, and we're gonna go ahead on to my next great deal. Okay, everybody, so I went to a garage sale Sunday morning. The ad had comic books and video games in it, so I didn't expect to find much considering it was the second day of the sale, but fortunately everything was still there. On a table there were stacks of books separated by series: DC, Avengers, Thor, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. So I quickly made a little stack. I don't recall how much he was asking per book, but we're going to get back to that. I really wish I had footage of this sale because I really had a great time looking through bin after bin of VHS, DVDs, and Blu-ray, which were scattered all over the yard. So I'm quickly going to go over what I picked up. So here we have sealed a WWF It's Our Time with Triple H and China. You can see that. Now, this is a little grail of mine. I used to love this giant monster movies growing up. We have Reptilicus, still sealed. Now I've got quite a few Inuyasha anime DVDs. It's the movies, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm probably gonna do a bulk deal on these. And here we have Deadwood, the complete series. Pretty good show. We have a Patton VHS and pretty interesting clamshell special edition. Now there were quite a few unique DVDs in this sale, like a lot of Asian horror. So here we have Evil Dead Trap. This is actually a interesting Israeli comedy called Noodle. I decided to pick it up because I've never seen that kind of DVD before. We have Dagon, I think that's what that's called. Now here are some more anime DVDs. I think I got a few Dragon Ball. The Best of Goku compilation. Dead Zone. Tree of Might, BoJack Unbound. This is a really nice Russian Matrix style movie called Night Watch. I watched it a long time ago. Another Asian kind of psychological horror, Suicide Club, and Alice. I look up that movie. And here we have a few more VHS. Neverending Story 3. I'm sorry, 2. Another Dark Crystal. This one I'm familiar with. Always seen it usually in this particular packaging. Now, interesting horror that I found. We have Hellraiser. That's the first one on VHS. Halloween 4. After I test these, I'm probably going to put these online. Halloween 2. I remember seeing that when I was very young. And this interesting Hellraiser double pack. 1 and 2 VHS. Now, the movies alone, I believe we added up to 17. 17 after counting it all up. So the guy decided to give me a pretty good deal when he said he would give me the stack of books to make it an even 20. So this stack of books ended up turning out to be a little over 10 cents a piece. So I'm going to put these up and I'm going to show you what I picked out. Most of these I already decided that I'm going to gift to my little cousin who's really into Spider-Man right now. We have Shazam. I think that's 34. Fantastic Four, 198. Avengers, 168. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 5. Probably one of the first ones I picked up. Pretty good shape. And number 6. Sensational Spider-Man, 197. 195. 280. That's a Marvel Tales. Another Sensational, 196. Web of Spider-Man, 23. 68. 21. 25. Spectacular Spider-Man 126. 130. 151. 155. 204. 205. 206. And 207. So there you have it, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this and all the other pickups. Let me know what you think of each one of these deals, and let me know what you think about that particular comic book misstep. Well, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.